Oke, aku balik. Ya ini ada cut tadi.
The first floor was a mess yesterday, but someone's completely cleaned it.
Cukup
Someone's
detail sih
wiped the
aku
window
ngeliat
panes crystal
ini
clear.
bagus.
Greetings.
You cleaned my room?
Yes, I did. You were still abed when I arrived. I thought this place deserved a proper makeover if it intends to take on contracts again. Apologies, I did so without your express permission. If it's not appropriate, I shall move them back to the way they were.
Don't bother. Give me 2 days here and things will naturally be back the way they were.
Fine sense of humour, Detective. Now, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ashley, and I've read about your need for an assistant. I hope you can give me a chance.
This one doesn't look like a resident of High Piers. Let me find a few more. They'll definitely be better than what we have today.
No rush. Let me finish my questions first. I need an assistant who can read and write. Can you do that?
Rest assured, Detective, I'm lettered. In fact, I've even penned for others as well.
Here's a question. If you receive a case dossier with 100 pages, but we must head out to investigate a scene within the hour, time is urgent. How would you organise the dossier?
Well, perhaps, my reading speed is about 400 to 500 words per minute. A page has an average of 20 lines, which is about 300 words. An hour is just enough to skim through 100 pages. The usefulness of the evidence remains uncertain until we reveal the truth. We cannot afford to miss anything. Perhaps this is the goal of your question.
A very detailed answer. Did you specifically prepare for this interview of assistantship?
I guessed that this role would involve conducting pre-investigations, recording during investigations, and organising data after investigations. All these tasks require an assistant with data-gathering abilities. This is why I believed you were most likely to ask such a question.
Wow, impressive. This young lady is definitely more than meets the eye.
You flatter me. Need I demonstrate the speed of my reading and note-taking skills? Apologies. Is it that time already? I should have noticed. You must be exhausted from all these interviews. There's a decent cafe in the next street. Perhaps we can continue our conversation over a simple meal. Then I shall wait for you there.
Not just a poor girl from the Gravelkin. This one turned out to be pretty reliable. I can finally set my mind at ease. Enjoy your talk. I'll head back to the constabulary.
I should look for Ashley and have a meal with her. Sylvania in the daytime. This city is so clean and bright.
VoicePipe Cafe just started its business recently. It's becoming quite popular in High Piers. They say VoicePipe is the place where you can catch a few bigwigs talking politics or gossiping about the aristocrats. Go ahead and place your order. I won't need anything, though. I already had a meal beforehand.
A nice place.
I'm glad you like it. I don't come here often, but the atmosphere is quite positive. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
There was a street parade yesterday. Were you aware of the event?
Yes, a parade celebrating the formal reign of Queen Feliana. After the late Queen Agoria passed away, the Prime Minister ruled as a regent, given the young age of Queen Feliana. Now he has resigned and restored power to our young queen. Apologies. This is all I know from reading the papers.
I just returned and know little about the city's economic situation. Care to give me a summary?
But ever since United Mining Industry began mass-producing reactors, they started getting an increasing share of the market and became a major contender with the old nobility. Some say it's a journey towards a new age. Others... I must sound like a fool. Everything I told you is just one-sided hearsay.
You seem quite young. Nevertheless, do you have any other work experience?
I'm afraid not. I just recently graduated. I know I probably lack the technical expertise of your previous assistant, but I went over many of your famous cases. I hope this can make up for my shortcomings.
You're fresh out of school. Why choose a job like this?
Well, I've always had a passion for criminal investigations. I studied your cases and became quite an admirer. You fight to reveal the truth and provide justice for the common folk.
What's your expected wage?
None required. I don't want money. In exchange, I hope you'll help me unravel a mystery.
I've been ages looking for you, and you're here! I couldn't believe it when they said you're back! What? You're already recruiting an assistant! You want an assistant, but skip me! I'm heartbroken. But your debut at that parade festival? Now that gave rise to quite a riot.
Why are you looking for me?
Never expected you to return. That's what everyone in the city says. But not me. I just can't figure out why you left in the first place. The greatest case of murder any detective could ever dream of working on is regicide. And you hit the jackpot. The greatest case of your time simply fell into your lap. It should have been the zenith of your career.
Not everyone enjoys being the topic of the day. And please watch your manners when speaking to the detective.
Word of advice, young miss. Get another job. Otherwise, you'll also die in pretty horrible ways. Interested in knowing what happened to the last one? Went down with the airship, blown up and burnt to ashes.
Do not make fun of the dead.
Oh? She's right. You should leave.
Well, whatever. After all, I'm about to leave my mark upon history. I will write the greatest story ever. It won't be tabloid gossip or PR material for the UMI. I'll be writing a piece of real news.
This is ridiculously childish. He should apologize for what he said.
Ignore him. Let's carry on our conversation. You're offering to work pro bono in exchange for me solving your mystery. What exactly do you mean by that?
Actually, I came here hoping that you would investigate a case for me. But I don't have the money. I'm afraid I can't afford the commission. However, if I were to become your assistant, things would be different. I would just use my wages to pay for the commission. I've chosen to call this case The Mystery of the Stolen Silver. There was a rich man with a hoard of silver coins in his home. He was afraid of covetous neighbours, so he locked his wealth away in a strong safe, and only one key could open it. One day, the rich man's business went south. He decided to open the safe and auction off his silver hoard. But when he opened the safe, only shavings remained. He questioned his servants, suspecting that someone had taken his key, but they claimed that as he always kept the key by his pillow, no one dared to touch it. The man reported the crime, and the police questioned all his neighbours. No one took his key, and no one sold any silver. It seemed there was no other way to open the sturdy safe. The police found no lead. So who stole the silver? And how did they remove the hoard from the locked and sturdy safe? This is the entirety of my mystery. I have bothered you long enough. Perhaps we should call this a day so that you have enough time to think this through. I shall visit you again at the detective's office tomorrow afternoon. You can share your thoughts with me then.
Interesting. A mystery for me. Now it feels like I'm the one being interviewed.
That's not my intention. I understand trust is the hardest relationship to build.
Sure. I'll think about this mystery of yours.
Wonderful. Despite the unexpected encounter, chatting with you turned out to be rather delightful. See you tomorrow. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, Master Detective.
Mystery of the Stolen Silver. A rather interesting name for a puzzle. I can give it some proper thought once I'm back at the office.
Go away!
Hey, you don't want to mess with me.
Master, that brat! He moved your stuff, so I whipped him raw and sent him packing.
Nicely done.
Oh, and one more thing, I cleared out the stuff from the kitchen. You have quite a few salty jars, strange instruments, bags with food in them. Oh, and there's tea! I figured out how to boil water and made you some delicious tea. Have a taste, Master.
It's salty.
Huh?
You must have mixed up the salt and sugar.
That's impossible. Master, you're not going to chase me away, are you?
My brother, who also happens to be my previous partner. Well, let's just say you made the same tea. It's the most invigorating tradition, I must say, and it happens just at a time when I need to think. You can stay. The office is just opened for business. I need someone to look after the establishment and keep intruders out, like what just happened.
Really? Oh, wonderful! I'll definitely double my efforts. You'll be getting all the salty tea you need, Master.
Let's put the salty tea on hold. And this decision doesn't make you my assistant.
It's all right. As long as I'm allowed to stay by your side, you've made Alf really happy.
Alf. Artnya ini bagus loh. Aku suka. Mungkin kedepannya aku coba gambar deh yang gini-gini. Kayak Genshin sama HSR, tapi lebih detail.
Now's the time to figure out Ashley's mystery. The second floor is my work.
Karakter terus.
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Oh, nice. Itu. Oke. Oh, penting ya ini ya. Oke. Duitnya penting. Oke.
Let's keep those brats in check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
Ini bagus juga ini.
I see everything. Miniature map of the city that my brother and I built together. Back then we had a big argument when one of us lost a crucial component. We grew up and lost way more than that. A board for various pieces of evidence. My brother and I would pin our findings on this and discuss cases together. Mystery of the stolen silver. A puzzle about valuables going missing. The rich man placed his silver coins in a secure safe. No one touched the key, but the coins were gone when the rich man opened the safe. There was nothing left but shavings. Key, rich man, silver coins.
Rich man.
I have a hypothesis. Maybe the rich man lied. The safe never had any silver to begin with. He wanted to frame his servant from the start.
Ya, masuk akal.
This is also a solution. Perhaps a copy of the key was made before it was placed beside the rich man's pillow. The criminal used the copy to open the safe.
Ya, bisa aja juga yang keymakernya yang bikin.
That's right. This is an obvious possibility. Perhaps the silver coins weren't solid, but liquid that could flow out through the cracks.
Oke. Mana di sini masih?
The question is rather fuzzy on the details. A clear-cut answer eludes me. Strange. Is this puzzle talking about something else? I'll discuss these hypotheses with Ashley tomorrow and think about it once I acquire more info. Now, I have some time to head out and walk around, or rest for a while.
Oke. Ke bawah.
My sofa. I can use it to rest or when I'm entertaining guests. Ashley isn't here yet.
Oh, apologies, Master Detective. I'm sorry for being late.
Did you run into trouble? You can tell me about it.
It's nothing to worry about, honestly. Let's talk about the matter we mentioned yesterday. Have you...
Aku nggak tahu sih. Aku yang ketiga ini nggak yakin liquid. The was copied. Iya, yang obvious aja lah.
My answer is...
Detective! Remember that journalist who kept stalking you? The one called Grimm?
We saw him yesterday. Why?
He's dead!
What exactly happened?
Someone contacted us half an hour ago. Told us they saw something horrifying. We rushed to the scene and saw Grimm's corpse in the alley.
It's too much of a coincidence.
It's more than you think. The way he died was just like the corpses from the Nameless Ashes case.
Wait, the Nameless Ashes case?
I must examine the scene right away.
Detective, remember our agreement. You need to act in a team of two.
I formally employ Ashley as my assistant. Let's go.
Kayaknya bisa masukin Ashley ke tim kan harusnya.
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Let's keep those.
Explosion?
Let's keep the.
Let's cut to the chase before you are.
Let's keep those brats in check, and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
Oh, ini gedasnya nih.
Still trying to disturb the peace. Watch and learn! Stop! I knew the game before you knew how to walk!
I'll take care of this.
Ini apa bicai? Sejauh ini cukup ini sih cukup menarik sih introduction ceritanya.
Any chance of a copycat criminal?
No chance. We didn't disclose anything about the Nameless Ashes case to the public.
Master Detective, I think someone nearby is taking notes of the scene.
From the beginning, tell me what you saw.
I saw him go up in flames. Tis true, I swear. I would come to the alley nearby and water the flowers every sunset before dark, and then I saw this blonde, purple-eyed journalist screaming in the alley, and the lad was covered entirely in flames. Such a painful thing to watch. God rest his soul. I reported it at once, and you know what happened afterwards.
A witness saw Grim when he was burning. A single clue won't prove anything. I should examine the crime scene.
Horrifying, isn't it? That alone attracted quite a crowd wanting to see the tragedy for themselves. Ready to investigate, Detective?
Let's not delay. We shall begin. The scene has plenty of things to look at. I should be patient.
Oh, that's gross, man. Teksturnya itu. Oh, dari sini apa nih? The camera, the light. Angle. Grim was wearing his iconic ini evidence turn substance mode like texture. Oke, kita baca lagi. Ini body carbonize ya terbakar. Karang hitam. Unlike personal, this body has no special armor. Oke. Oh iya, yang di tangannya ya. Oke. Ini ada lagi nih.
There are residues created by reactor use, but the reactor itself isn't here. The prints look fresh. The shoe type can't be distinguished, but it's clear there are 2 different sizes of footprints. More than one person entered this alley.
Oh, itu reflection. Aku pikir titik yang di botol ini tuh ini mark gitu. Oh, ini ada nih.
Detective, how goes the...
This is a dangerous area. Gangs and punksters frequent here.
Got any ideas, Detective?
I found traces of reactor use and 2 sets of footprints at the scene. I don't think this is an accident. The victim has been turned into a charred corpse. This is something I find rather peculiar.
Why does the charred corpse mean so much to you?
When a body is severely damaged, apart from the cause of death, there might also be the perpetrator's intent to make the body unidentifiable.
Unidentifiable?
Hey, watch it!
Detective!
What's going on?
Follow the trail to know where he's escaping to.
Wait, who is he?
The footprints ended here. The person must have started climbing. This is their camp. He wants to hide himself.
Still trying to disturb the beast.
Here comes the fire!
Timing is everything.
Stop!
Burn it all down!
Still trying to disturb the beast.
It's all in vain. Nevermore.
Let me go!
What were you doing just then? Why did you show up at the scene?
I was just taking a look-see.
A look-see. So why run away when you saw us?
I felt like it. So what? Ah! Stop! I'll tell you. It was just a spat with some woman. I didn't expect you constables to be interested in that.
What did you say?
Ah! Oh, curses. Must have been some uppity heiress.
Aku rasa yang itu, yang woman yang merah yang tadi kita temu itu.
What did that woman look like?
Oh, I can't remember. It was dark. I could barely make out her face.
Tell me everything you know.
I heard noises in our alley. Thought it was somebody talking. I tried to get close, but when I arrived, some poshly dressed lady rushed out. Stared me down, she did. Face to face. And then suddenly she wailed on me.
There's a charred corpse in the alley. Are you responsible?
What corpse? I just had a fight with some woman. You trying to set me up as a fall guy?
You can't even remember the woman's face. How can you prove anything you said to be true?
Oh, I got some evidence. That vicious toff lost her shoe halfway through the fight. I tossed it to the side. Go find it yourself. Nobody cares when nobody's fighting. But once some heiress gets a bruise, you all come down on us. You bark and bite because the rich tells you to.
Throw him in the slammer.
I'll look for the high-heeled shoe he mentioned.
There actually is a high-heeled shoe. He wasn't lying. Maybe a rich lady really did enter that alley.
I'm afraid all that's gone on has got me pretty lost.
Let's sort out the evidence we've gathered so far.
Oke. Oke, kita punya clue-nya beberapa kan.
The deceased has been thoroughly burned and the body carbonized at high temperatures. The nature of death resembles the nameless ashes case. We found Grimm's signature hat and camera at the scene. The witness also saw Grimm howling in the flames. This should hint at the body's identity. Only a powerful reactor is capable of instantly creating fires of such intense heat. Silver residues were also found on the ground, proving that this is a reactor-created fire. A suspicious street punkster mentioned seeing a well-dressed lady in the alley. The high-heeled shoe proved that the punkster was not lying. A lady did come to this place, and the mysterious residue on the shoe has taken my attention.
Oke, investigasi lagi berarti.
Based on what we have now, Grimm's death seems like a case of murder, perpetrated by a mysterious lady with a high-temperature reactor.
Sounds like a real possibility. I heard that Grimm enjoys writing scandalous articles exposing the aristocrats.
There is a strange substance on the high-heeled shoe. I've seen this substance on the corpse, but I cannot figure out what it is. I'll return to the scene and re-examine the corpse.
Your call.
I should return to the crime scene and re-examine Grimm's corpse.
The body has disappeared!
I had it taken away. Constabulary has the body. I have taken over the case. This incident has attracted too much unwanted attention and is severely affecting our duties. Those irrelevant to the case shall leave the scene at once.
What? But we are not irrelevant. The Chief Inspector invited us to support the investigation.
Chief Inspector Lauren.
This is Rex. He's the superintendent sent by the Navy, specifically assigned to oversee the constabulary. I didn't expect him to come here in person. Recently, the higher-ups are extremely strict about the discipline of the constabulary. We should probably let this slide for now. Don't be so harsh. They're just civilians passing by the place. And I never expected the superintendent to place such importance on the case. That's a good thing. Why don't we head back and go over the details?
I need you to give me a work report.
Of course, you shall have it at the first opportunity.
They took away the corpse, and I think even the Navy is involved. Chief Inspector Lauren advised us not to interfere. Perhaps we should return to the office and plan our next move.
Aku berharap abis teksnya sedikit ya, 1 tik aja lebih cepat karena nungguinnya gitu. Kadang aku mikir ini nggak auto. Tapi
Let's
yang
head back
lain
first.
oke sih. 1 tik aja kayak agak lama dikit nungguin ininya. Jadi kayak ada gap antara percakapan satu sama percakapan yang lainnya. Itu agak nganggu. Tadi aku kadang nggak sengaja nge-skip satu kalimat gitu.
Time for today's plans.
What is your next move, Master Detective?
The victim was killed by a fire and reduced to a charred corpse. I suspect the criminal intends to cover up some evidence. We should re-examine the body.
But the superintendent took the body away. There's nothing we could do. Why don't we follow Chief Inspector Lauren's advice and just wait for a while? Maybe he'll do something about it.
But
Oh, I just remembered.
Kayak
While
gini
we
loh
wait,
cepet.
perhaps we can go over the mystery of the stolen silver. The silver coins disappeared from the rich man's safe. Neither the servant nor the neighbours confessed. The constables failed to find out how the theft was carried out. Have you made any progress regarding this mystery?
I do have some proposed solutions for this mystery of yours.
Apa ya? Aku bingung. Tadi kan aku Richman aja lah.
Perhaps there is a secret to this story. The rich man probably never hid his silver coins in the safe. He wanted to frame his servants for theft.
So there are no silver coins from the start. It was a setup to frame someone else. But there is no bad blood between the rich man and the servants. He has no motivation to do such a thing.
Oh, aman tuh. Okay.
For example, you said there is only one key, but duplicating a key is not particularly complex.
So someone made a copy of the key, but you still need to acquire the original to create a duplicate key. The rich man fiercely protected the key. No one could get their hands on it.
Ya sebelum ada.
Perhaps the safe never contained ancient coins, but silverium kept in siphons that could flow out from the fine crevices and openings.
Silverium flowing out from the crevices and openings. A bold proposal. But if the rich man stored his silver coins inside the safe, he should know that it would keep the coins secure instead of leaking them. These aren't... Do you have other ideas? Master Detective?
Apologies,
You don't look very well right now. Perhaps I haven't been clear enough with my mystery. I can go over...
I'm heading to the constabulary.
Huh? Why?
Grimm's case is an unusual murder using extremely high temperatures, a characteristic shared by the nameless Ashes case. I cannot afford to ignore it. I must meet the superintendent. He must be informed of the severity of the issue, and I must be involved in the investigation again.
Is that so? I understand. Since you do intend to continue the investigations no matter what, then allow me to accompany you.
The body must be further examined. I must go to the constabulary and have a word with the superintendent.
Nah, kok tiba-tiba ada Argus ini?
A professional maid is always ready to serve.
70-30. Your way.